Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. Today I'm going to talk about Stuart Crystal Stratford pattern. This is a design that was made by Ludwig Kny, or at least registered by the company and designed by Ludwig Kny in 1921. And I think they carried on making it up until at least the 80s or something. And the reason I'm picking this design is because if you're in the UK and you're out and about scouting car boots and charity shops and such like, this is one of the patterns that you're going to find a lot of. I'm going to try and help people identify, yeah, this is good glass. It's a good, solid design, because obviously one company wouldn't make it for such a long period of time if nobody was buying it. So yeah, and that's why you see so much of it. So I'm going to show you all the different shapes and sizes that I have, so you get an eye. And I'll show you something, a book and catalogues to show you what's available. And it's a very simple pattern, and I think that's one of the reasons why it went on for so long, is because actually from Stuart Crystal's point of view, there's no cutting really. It's just a molded pattern, and once you've made the shapes, away you go. Just keep making and making. And so yeah, it is a good one to look out for, because it is lead crystal, it is quality, and it is from a good manufacturer. So yeah, that's all I've got to say. Also, the other thing I've got to say is that some of this I had to shoot it in my shed, because I've got quite a lot in my shed. So yeah, I will be splitting this between my office and my shed. So you'll see things change a bit halfway through the video. Yeah, but I hope you enjoy it, and and that it's useful for you if you're out scouring the shelves of charity shops and such like, looking for nice bits of glass. So I'm starting here with Miller's 20th Century Glass by Andy McConnell. Yes, he's the guy from Antiques Roadshow, and this is a very good book. I can highly recommend this book. And yeah, there is no big book of Stuart Crystal, but his book does have a section on Stuart. So, and what I have here is the piece that's on Stratford. It's just here, and it shows you a few shapes. It's got a page out of the catalogue, and also the picture down here. It's got other patterns, but this is the Stratford pattern with the moulded rings on it. So yeah, you've seen this now, so I will move on and show you the catalogue. So what I'm showing you here is the 1927 Stuart & Sons catalogue. It's a facsimile. I bought it off eBay. I think they're still for sale on eBay, and they're not very expensive. So if you're thinking of collecting Stuart Crystal glass, get this catalogue off eBay. Yeah, it's very good, because it literally has everything they sold. So this is the 1927 one, and up the top here is the Stratford decanter and the glasses that they had that were selling in 1927. So Stratford is like fully embedded in this catalogue. So I'm going to show you some more. Here's a smaller jug here, and yeah, and larger jugs, and with patterns on them as well, all with this moulded part at the bottom. And I'll show you some more here. So up here they've got bowls, you can see, with different cut patterns on them, and not that one, but these two here. So you'll see these different shapes, and it's full. This pattern is just this Stratford shape. It's just in everything. It's a registered design, and you'll see. Look, here's a goblet, and then work your way through them. Oh, these are cocktail glasses, it says, I think. No, goblets. So yeah, and then you've got all of these different. So it's the same shape, but then slight variations on the stem. There's also up here cocktail glass. There's another one and another one. So yeah, as you go along, also here, cocktail shaker and a glass. I'll skip forward. So this is another catalogue, and this is for sale as well on eBay. There's a whole page of it here, with decanters and jugs. There's the service, the whole service. I'm not going to stick with the 1930s, but again, just like in the 1920s, it's embedded, and I can probably flick through pages and find more examples of Stratford shapes. And then, but what I'm going to do is I've got 4 catalogues, and this is one of the last ones, I believe. And here it is, Stratford, right near the end of them, making glass, Stratford pattern. Got 3 glasses there. On the next page, it actually has the shapes. So you've got like 1, 2, 3, 6 different types of glass, tumblers, jugs, and decanters still. So yeah, they were making these right to the end. Yeah, so that's why you're going to see so many. So you've seen it was well embedded in the 1927 catalogue, and still making it. This must be 60 years after they were originally started. So these are the first decanters I'm going to show you. They have very plain bottoms. These are marked. You can see there's a mark just, I don't know if you can see it, that actually goes over the edge of this one, which is unusual. Yeah, these, although they're very plain, with just this moulded ribbing like this, and a little bit of cutting around the neck, very good quality things. They're very good quality, well made. And yeah, and that's what Stuart Crystal's around for, making good quality glass. You know, there's no knocks or blemishes or anything in these. They're just really nice plain decanters, good quality. And you know, I think I actually have a pair of these and a pair of these, and I bought all together for £15, because people don't know what these things are, that they're good things. So yeah, I'm very happy with them. So I'll show you some more. So here are some more decanters. These ones I think they have virtually the same bodies as the other ones, but the stopper's different. And I think the ones that are with this shape of stopper, I think I don't think they were making these ones to the end. So they're probably a bit earlier. These are probably pre-war. Very nice. The green one is rarer than the amber ones. I'm not seeing a clear one in this, and there probably are other colours, but I think they're rare. I mean, I've only ever seen, other than this one other green one. I have actually owned more of these and subsequently had to get rid of them because I've had too much glass. Yeah, and the small one is quite rare as well. But yeah, I'm not sure if they're marked. I haven't checked. I can't remember. Didn't check before I put them on here. Yeah, this one's marked just here, very faintly. Don't know if that's visible. You can just see it, and it's going over the edge there. But yeah, with the reg number, it's 681269. And you can look those reg numbers up and see dates against them if you go find the right places on the internet. So yeah, these are nice decanters as well, and obviously they're coloured, and that makes them a bit more desirable than plain ones. So here are some Stratford cocktail shakers. This is the normal shape for them. They do have ones with silver tops. I haven't got any. In fact, I'm not even sure I've seen any in real life. So they're less common, although they seem to be more common in the catalogue. But in reality, this is the most common one. It's unmarked, and this one's unmarked as well. And this is where you can, you know, pick up a bargain, because you know these are Stuart Crystal Stratford pattern from the 1930s. Obviously, the two-tone one is more desirable than just the amber one, and I think probably the one with the blue enameling rings on them. These rings here, you'll see this. If you see these very tight rings, I'll point this out on some glasses I have that are in the shed when I get there. Yeah, this is probably a bit more desirable with the rings on it, because they're blue enamel. This is marked, but also there is something interesting on here that I can show you. Don't think I've shown this before. If I can find it, there is actually a number on here. Where is it? There it is. I don't know if it's going to show. There you are. 26. The number 26. And on the bottle, just here, is also the number 26. And you'll see this on a lot of UK decanters. I think they have it on French ones as well, where you see a number like this, and there should be a number on a matching number between the decanter and the stopper. And that's because these stoppers are individually fitted. This stopper won't fit. Oh, it does fit, but normally they don't fit in the same bottle. They are individually fitted. If you get lucky, they might just fit in each other or be almost there. But so in the factory, they put these little numbers on so they don't get them muddled up. One thing of little interest between this one's got a cut top. Can you see? It's just polished at the top, and this one does not. It's just natural. Don't know why that is. This one's cut top as well. Okay. Here are my last two cocktail shakers. Yeah, so on the spectrum of desirability, this one is much more desirable than this one. So, and I'll show you why. One, if you look at this one, look at this mark here. This is on the inside of the glass and it's etched into the surface of the glass. So to get this kind of like cloudiness out of the glass, you're going to have to get that polished. And that's either going to be at your own risk and having a go at it, or you get it professionally done and it's going to cost you, which obviously that means it's going to cost you, which reduces the value. The other thing is that this one's a little bit more washed out. The enameling is not as clear. You can see it looks a little bit washed out. So I don't know if someone's ever put this in a dishwasher or something, or just washed it too many times or whatever, but yeah, it's not as sharp and as clear as the other one. It is nice that the enameling goes on that's matching what's on the shoulder here, this little garland. It's matched here. And yeah, and the mark underneath is not very clear either. This one is another level. One, the glass is two-tone. It's a bit, also shape-wise, it's a bit crisper. This is lovely and crisp. It's a bit more morbid because you've got one cockle killing another one. I also have the glasses to go with these, and they're in the shed, and I will show you the garland here is very nice and clear. This black band here is very nice and clear as well. Yeah, the whole thing is really nicely done. It even has a little flower gild underneath. The marking is nice and clear. The Stuart England mark is really nice and clear. So yeah, this is a more desirable one than this one, even though the picture's more morbid, two-tone, nice clear enamel, nice clear bottle. And also, once you put glasses, there's no price-wise, there's no comparison. If there were glasses to go with this one and they were kind of reasonable, then maybe. But yeah, this is a really nice one, and doesn't compare with any others, especially as I've got the glasses that go with it. So here I am in my shed. As you can see behind me, I have a truckload more glass here. In fact, I think there's probably more here than there is in the house. And yeah, so I'll have a lot of my Stratford glass here, and rather than sort of like lugging it all the way down to the house, as I previously explained, I'm going to show it to you here. And that's why there's going to be a bit of a lighting change, because I'm just using the shed lights and the natural lighting through the windows. So yeah, and as you can see, yeah, my collection is more than you just see behind me when I'm in my office. So I'm going to be lazy showing you my Stratford jugs, because I'm not even going to take them off the shelf. You'll see why in a second. But here is the one on the right is a plain glass Stratford jug. The others two are by Fried on the Web, so we're not talking about those. But that's the plain colour, and then I think I have all of the colours for Stratford jugs. So the blue one I think is a post-war, and then the other two are pre-war. I think also I think the amber was probably made for a long time because you see so much of it. And then below those I have 3 more colours. I suspect the bright green one, the uranium green one, is post-war as well. I don't know about the brown. That's probably one of the less frequent colours. Well, it is one of the less frequent colours. The other one, I can't remember what that colour's called, but it's like a pale lilac colour. And yeah, that's the only one I've seen like that. Now, that might be caused by a defect in the glass, making it change colour. So it might have started as clear, but now it's a kind of lilac colour. I've only ever seen that one. So yeah, that's something to watch out for. I'd be interested to know if anybody's seen any other glasses, Stuart Crystal glasses in that colour. These are the tumblers that I have that go with the jugs that I was showing you earlier. I don't have all of the colours. I have several of each of these. As you can see, they do have cut pontil marks. I think you can just about see that there. The polished bit in the middle. So yeah, so these are handmade, even if they are kind of blown into a mould to make them into the shape, and that's why they're all kind of perfectly uniform, even though these are probably made a long time apart, you know, in different colours, different batches. They're all pretty uniform because of the way they made them. So I have here 3 cocktail glasses from the Stratford range. They are, yeah, I think these are all pre-war shapes, because they are cocktail glasses, and I've turned it round, but this one actually has a cockerel on it, etched with a stencil. I think you can see that there. And also underneath just the bottom of the stem, you can very faintly see a mark. It's got a reg number and the word Stuart on it, and a lot of the Stuart glasses have their marks there. Some things have their marks out on the edge of the rim of the foot, and some right in the middle, and it is very faint. Let me hold it up and I'll read out the reg number for you. And it's 681616. Yeah, and so that means that's a patented, I don't know if it's patenting the cockerel or the shape of the glass, but yeah, the Stratford is also a paint, I think I mentioned before, is a patented pattern. So yeah, these are quite nice glasses. I'm showing you a bunch more glasses, different ages. I don't know exactly when these would be made because they were made for so long. Yeah, and you can see the sizes here. This one's a decent size, right down to this one, which is really quite tiny. You'd only get a port glass or whiskey glass or something like that. And one of these is an odd one out, and let me explain how that is. Actually, that one's too small to ring, but this one, I reckon this one is a copy. There was a company that made cheap glass in the UK called Dima, and I think this is a copy by them. Soda glass. It might also be, I think there was a Norwegian company called Hadland that also made copies of this. I don't know if they made them in soda, but yeah, they were making copies of these glasses. So yeah, so these ones are lead crystal, and it rings. This one's soda, and not at all, not even attempting to ring. So yeah, so you need to watch out for that, because they also did tumblers as well and other things. So if you see, oh yeah, there's some unmarked, because none of these are marked. if you see some unmarked, what looks like Stratford, give it a quick ping and you'll be able to tell. I think the blue colour sometimes was not always lead crystal. I don't know why that is, but I've heard that said. The only thing I have is the glasses I have, and they're all lead crystal. Going up market a little bit now. These are enamelled with lines in. These grooves are cut. So if you see these tight grooves, I think they did them also on things that weren't Stratford pattern, because I have some decanters that are not Stratford with different colours in. If you see these, this is a very distinctive Stuart thing. And yeah, so these are, they're too small really to ring that much, but yeah, these are Stuart Crystal. I think I have references for these somewhere, and they're from the 1930s. So going stratospheric with my Stratford. These are probably my best bits of Stratford glasses, with the cockerel fight on them, a different coloured stem and foot. It's a rather macabre one, because actually at the end of the fight one of them wins, and obviously the other one is there kicking up daisies. So that's a bit sad, but that's how things were in the 1930s. I think cockerel fighting had been banned a long time, but it was probably more of a nostalgic thing for them then. Yeah, these are all marked. Forget my little label there, but they are marked underneath. There is a reg number, and it's RD 681616, the same as the other glass that I showed you. So yeah, these are really nice, and you'll see the cocktail shaker that I have to go with these, which is also Stratford. So I have several cocktail shakers that are Stratford, and I think you'll like those too. Just to show there's no end to what you can do with the Stratford pattern, here's some more glasses. This one is quite a big goblet. I'm not sure when these were made. I think they might be pre-war, and they're, yeah, all lead crystal. None of them are marked, but I have seen them in the catalogue somewhere. I just can't remember what page it's on. I'll look it up later. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it informative, and that it will help you ID this Stuart Crystal Stratford glass as you're out and about hunting for nice bits of glass. You may also want to check out my website, because I have, if you go into the website, look into manufacturers, look into Stuart Crystal, there is actually a section on Stratford, and all the glass that I've shown you today, I think most of it will be on that web page. So you can go through, you can see if it's got reg numbers and if it's marked, what years it would be, etc. So yeah, check out my website as a backup, or if you just want to go back and look at things again, it's all there on my website. So I hope you find that useful. So if you did like this video, please like and subscribe, because it helps my channel, and I will carry on doing more, so you'll get notifications from YouTube that I've done new videos, etc. Thank you. Bye.